I'm Marge McDonald. I'm the owner of this peach orchard behind me, and it's been here for about 24 years. My dad and mom owned this property for probably since 1949, and Dad used to raise alfalfa here, and we had some cows and bulls and calves over in the barn area in the corral. My husband looked at the ground here that was so bare, and he said, you know, I'm so used to seeing the green alfalfa, it'd be nice to have something we could have on the property that would honor your parents and show respect and also bring in maybe a little income in our retirement. So we bought 504 trees that were 2 feet high. It's a very late peach. It's called the Last Chance Pilgrim Peach. And it usually comes the end of September, 1st of October. Be very rich so you can pay the water bills. If you don't have an old well, which is what we have here, of 1949 well that fed 15 acres of alfalfa, and we have redone it. We have gone down 40 feet, but it's very close to the river, so it's only 60 feet in the beginning when we put it in back in the 40s. But understanding that they put pipelines in and they have to be paid, but it's exorbitant amounts of water that a peach tree needs. And if people are paying the water bills, they need to save some water in the house, catch some and put the bucket out on the tree and not just sprinkle fresh water that they could drink out there all the time. And they have to be watered once a week during the warm time. During the winter, once a month would probably be fine, but they like a drip line that just trickles in and waters the roots down deeper. You'll have it dripping for an hour, 2, 3, 4. Ours drip for 4 hours to 8 hours. And we space it out, so in the cold season you have to water after the frost is over and the hoses are cleared of the ice and, you know, the frost inside, and they can free flow. And then we do 4 weeks in the winter, then 3 weeks in the spring, then 2 weeks the beginning of summer, then we do every week from June, July, August, September, even parts of October while we're picking. We give them water every week. You might have to start with a tree. All of these have come from grafted trees. They've been grafted. The little peach limb was grafted onto a peach or pear or plum stalk, and they were only about 2 feet high when we put them in 1996. But you have to watch the critters. Put maybe some of that smooth pipe up halfway up the stalk, and it keeps the rodents from climbing. They do climb and they eat them while they're green. We've lost a lot of peaches this year from the ground squirrels. Squirrels multiply faster than rabbits, I believe. They've been out there building a whole colony up by the road. They have mounds and mounds, and they just keep moving in and taking over. And we have probably only about half of our trees now. We don't use any chemicals, we don't use any fertilizer. We just give it water, and God sends the sunlight and lets them get ripe. And we thank God for every peach and every person that comes to buy a peach or help us pick.